A story in The Spectator on Friday afternoon disclosed that one of Cardin's assistants had a public Twitter account with explicit images and videos, including one shot in a Senate hearing room. The staff member in question was not identified by the outlet, but Maese-Czeropski's name was thereafter extensively disseminated on social media. After a recording capturing the encounter leaked, a U.S. Senate staffer who was seen on camera having sex in a public area on Capitol Hill lost his job. Police are currently looking into the incident. The Daily Caller originally released the video, which has since gone viral on the internet. It features a 24-year-old guy named Aidan Maese-Czeropski, who works as an aide to Democratic Senator Ben Cardin of Maryland. It's unclear when exactly this sex tape was recorded. In fact, it depicts Maese-Czeropski engaging in anal intercourse with a different guy in a judiciary hearing room located in the Hart Senate office building. According to accounts, this particular hearing chamber is used for confirmations and grillings, including those involving potential Supreme Court justices. The man doing the piercing is holding the camera. He records Maese-Czeropski in front of him as well as the vacant room they are in, obtaining a variety of perspectives. The two guys appear to be having sex at the spot where senators typically sit, perched on the bench with their backs to the table where witnesses and nominees would typically be. The game began as soon as this news was released. During the initial interview, had mentioned that he told the Congress representative for the Jewish community to free Palestine just last week. This is stated without any questions asked. What happened? Rather than focusing on the heinousness of Maese-Czeropski's behavior and the reason behind his bringing his bed into the Senate Administration Building's hearing room, you direct your attention to the shadowy and terrifying Jewish imaginary networks and perceive Maese-Czeropski as a victim rather than a criminal who has been retaliated against by Jewish security networks. Another group has pointed the finger of accusation at Senator Cardin, who decided to retire at the age of 80. Again, an imaginary group has published this video for an imaginary reason. It means that your attention will be distracted from the fact that a high-level office environment has become the location of a porn movie, to the revealer of this incident. Isn't that interesting? I think it's time someone told them to change their ways. Your audience is very smart, and you are very bored if you don't know how to get help from a chatbot. Anyway, in recent years, the issue of sexual misconduct and harassment in the workplace has gained widespread attention and has been a topic of discussion across various industries and sectors. However, when such behavior is exhibited by a government employee, it raises even more concern and calls for immediate action. The recent case of a government employee using their workplace to film sexually explicit content has once again highlighted the need for a proper framework to address such misconduct in government workplaces. It is not just a violation of workplace policies, but it also raises questions about the character and integrity of the individual and casts a shadow on the entire government organization. So, how should society deal with a government employee who has engaged in such behavior? Let's explore some possible ways to address this issue. 1. Strict punishment. The first and foremost step in dealing with such cases is to ensure that strict punishment is meted out to the offender. In this case, the employee should be suspended or terminated from their job immediately. This sends a strong message that such behavior will not be tolerated in the government workplace. Moreover, if there is enough evidence to suggest that this was not a one-time incident and the employee has a history of misconduct, then legal action should also be taken against them. This will not only serve as a deterrent for others but also ensure that justice is served. 2. Proper investigation. In any case of sexual misconduct, it is crucial to conduct a thorough investigation before taking any action. The investigation should be fair and unbiased, with all parties involved given an opportunity to present their side of the story. In this particular case, it is essential to determine if any other employees were involved or aware of the filming incidents. If found guilty, they should also face consequences for not reporting such behavior and aiding in its continuation. 3. Sensitivity training. It is no secret that sexual harassment and misconduct stem from a power dynamic and a lack of understanding of appropriate behavior in the workplace. Hence, it is crucial to provide sensitivity training to all government employees to educate them about what constitutes sexual harassment and how to prevent it. This training should also include information on the appropriate channels for reporting any incidents of misconduct and the consequences of engaging in such behavior. It will help create a more respectful and inclusive work environment where everyone feels safe and valued. 4. Accountability of supervisors. In this case, the employee responsible for the misconduct was a supervisor. It raises questions about the accountability of supervisors in ensuring a safe and professional workplace for their subordinates. Supervisors should be held accountable for any instances of misconduct that occur under their watch. They should be trained to recognize and address any red flags or warning signs of inappropriate behavior among their team members. This will not only prevent such incidents from happening but also foster a culture of accountability within the government workplace. 5. Support for victims. It is essential to acknowledge and support the victims of sexual misconduct. In this case, it is crucial to ensure that the victim receives proper support and resources for dealing with a traumatic experience. The government should have a system in place to provide counseling and support services to victims of sexual harassment in the workplace. This will not only help the victim cope with the situation but also encourage others to come forward and report any incidents of misconduct. 6. Strengthening policies. The incident at hand also calls for a re-evaluation of current policies and procedures in place to prevent and address sexual misconduct in government workplaces. It is essential to have clear guidelines and protocols on appropriate workplace behavior, reporting procedures, and consequences for violating these policies. Moreover, regular reviews and updates should be made to ensure that these policies are effective in creating a safe work environment for all employees. 7. Creating awareness. Lastly, it is essential to create awareness about this issue among the general public and government employees. Often, individuals are not aware of their rights and the importance of reporting any incidents of misconduct. Society should also be made aware that such behavior will not be tolerated in government workplaces and that strict action will be taken against the offenders. This will not only hold individuals accountable but also promote a culture of respect and professionalism in the government sector. In conclusion, it is crucial to address incidents of sexual misconduct in the government workplace promptly and effectively. It not only affects the victim but also reflects poorly on the integrity of the government organization. By taking strict action, conducting proper investigations, providing support to victims, and creating awareness, we can work towards creating a safe and respectful work environment for all government employees. Let us strive towards building a society where such behavior is not tolerated, and everyone is treated with dignity and respect.